Hey everyone, welcome back to OdooVerse. In today's video, we're going to understand the Odoo folder structure step by step in a beginner-friendly way. If you want to become an Odoo developer, understanding the folder structure is extremely important because every module in Odoo follows this architecture. In this video, we'll learn about addons, custom underscore, addons models, views security controllers, and the manifest file. So let's get started and understand how Odoo modules are actually organized behind the scenes. Now, you might be wondering, why is folder structure so important in Odoo? Well, a clean folder structure makes development much easier and more professional. First, it helps in easy development because developers know exactly where to write their code. Second, it allows better customization without changing Odoo's core files. Third, debugging becomes faster because files stay properly organized. And finally, clean modules make projects look professional and easier to maintain in real-world client work. That's why every Odoo developer should understand folder structure properly. Now, let's look at the 6 most important folders used in Odoo modules. The first folder is addons. This contains official Odoo applications. Next is custom underscore addons. This is where developers create their own custom modules. Then we have models. This folder contains Python business logic and database structure. After that comes views. Views control the user interface using XML. Then security. This folder manages access rights and permissions. And finally, controllers. Controllers are used for APIs and web routes. These folders form the foundation of almost every Odoo module. Now let's understand the addons folder. The addons folder is basically Odoo's official app library. All built-in Odoo modules like CRM sales inventory, HR, accounting are stored inside this folder. But there's one important thing you should remember. Never directly edit files inside the official addons folder. Because when Odoo gets updated, your changes may get lost. Instead, developers create custom modules separately using custom underscore addons. Next is the custom underscore addons folder. This is the main workspace for Odoo developers. All custom modules, client projects, and new features are usually created here. Keeping custom code separate from core Odoo files is considered a best practice. One important tip: you should add the custom underscore addons path inside the odoo.conf file so Odoo can automatically detect your custom modules. This folder is where real Odoo development usually happens. Now let's talk about the models folder, also known as the brain of the module. This folder is written using Python. Inside models, we define database tables, fields relationships, and business logic. For example, customer records, products, invoices, and calculations are all managed through models. This is where the core backend logic of your module lives. Next is the views folder. This folder controls everything users see on the screen. Views are created using XML. Inside this folder, we design forms, list views, menus, buttons, and user interface layouts. So whenever you open a form or click a menu in Odoo, that interface is usually defined inside the views folder. Now, let's understand security and controllers. The security folder controls permissions inside your module. Here we define who can view records, who can edit data, and what access different users have. This helps protect sensitive business data. Now coming to controllers. Controllers are used for APIs, website pages, and web routes. Whenever Odoo communicates with websites or external applications, controllers are usually involved. So in simple words, security protects your module and controllers connect it to the outside world. Now let's look at one of the most important files in every Odoo module, the manifest file. This file acts like the identity card of the module. Odoo reads this file first whenever a module is installed. Inside the manifest file, we define module name version dependencies, author information, and XML data files. Without this file, Odoo cannot recognize the module at all. So the manifest file is absolutely essential in every Odoo project. Finally, here's a simple example of a basic Odoo module structure. At the top, we have the main module folder. Inside it, we usually create models, view security, and the manifest file. This is the standard structure followed by most Odoo developers. And now that you understand the folder structure, you're finally ready to create your first Odoo module. So in the next video, we'll build a module completely from scratch step by step. Make sure you subscribe to OdooVerse, and I'll see you in the next video.